address the issues that they are putting on the agenda, show why they are wrong, and get people behind a more progressive alternative.
Caroline Lucas, thank you very much indeed. Re-elected Green MP in Brighton for us there. There's the Shadow Chancellor. Ed Balls approaching the stage in Morley and Outwood, counting leads there. Now, we are hearing, this is according to Sky sources, that he may have lost his seat. Labour sources that have talked to our sources.
This is the declaration of the result of the election for the Morley and Outwood constituency after a recount. I, Tom Reardon, Acting Returning Officer for the Morley and Outwood constituency, declare that the total number of votes given to each candidate was as follows. Balls, Ed, Labour and Cooperative Party, 18,354. Craven Arnie, Yorkshire First, 479. Jews, David Allen, UK Independence Party, UKIP, 7,951. Hemingway, Martin Francis, Green Party, 1,264. Jenkins, Andrea Marie, the Conservative Party candidate, 18,776.
And the cheer goes up there, the biggest scalp of the evening, the biggest scalp of the morning. Some
Taylor,
big scalps already fallen.
Rebecca,
the Shadow Chancellor, former leadership contender, Ed Balls, has lost his seat. The slimmest of majorities. It went after a recount. Let's listen to the more of the declaration.
Conservative Party candidate, Member of Parliament for the Morley and Outwood constituency. The total number of votes cast across the Morley and Outwood constituency at the UK parliamentary election on the 7th of May 2015 was 48,389. The total number of ballot papers rejected was 139. The ballot papers were rejected for the following reasons: does not bear the official mark, not the unique identifying mark, 0. Votes are given for more than one candidate, 27. Writing or mark by which the voter may be identified, 0. Unmarked or void for uncertainty, 112. I'm now going to ask the successful candidate, Andrea Jenkins, to speak, and after that, the runner-up, Ed Balls, to speak. Andrea.
Good morning. Gosh, hands shaking a little bit here. Thank you. I mean, up here this evening we've been thanking and clapping all the politicians, but I think we ought to put our hands together for the fantastic polling team in here who has worked the socks off this evening. So thank you, everybody. "2 years, and what a journey, really." There's a loss for words, which is unusual for me. I'd firstly like to thank my amazing team. I've literally had hundreds of volunteers helping me the last 2 years, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, so thank you so much. I'd also like to thank my wonderful mum, and also Sharon and Tom, who's just been looking after her after she's fainted. So, so thank you, Sharon and Tom. I'd like to thank my dad. He's one of the reasons I'm here today. He passed away in unfortunate circumstances, and this is what drove me to
Bad night for Labour. Just got an awful lot worse. It's the key member of the campaign team. The Shadow Chancellor, Ed Balls, has just lost his seat to Andrea Jenkins. Speaking there, we'll hear from the former Shadow Chancellor in a little bit. But let's get reaction from our political editor, Faisal Islam in Downing Street. I don't know if a cheer went up inside there, Faisal, or not, but what a scalp.
Sensational, Dermot, that the Shadow Chancellor should lose his seat like this. If you think about it, these sorts of results are coming as if it was an unpopular government. But these are opposition figures whose scalps being taken like this, and not just Ed Balls, other leading shadow cabinet figures. Extraordinary stuff. And it just goes to...
It's been a very, very long night, and so thank you to you for all staying on to finish this job here today. Thank you. And let me start by saying to my political opponents in Westminster, congratulations, and in particular to thank the other candidates, but to congratulate the new MP for Morley Outwood, Andrea Jenkins. Andrea, you have fought a really decent campaign, and you've done so in a very good way. And I know you'll work really hard to be the Member of Parliament for Morley and Outwood, and you'll have the support of the constituency to do that very important job. So thank you for the way in which you've conducted this campaign. I'd like to thank all of my campaign team who've worked 7 days a week for 5 years, and my agent Neil Dawson, but all of the team. It's the best campaign team, and I'm hugely grateful. I'm just sorry we couldn't quite do enough to repeat what we did in 2010. And it's been a great honour to be the Member of Parliament for Morley and Outwood, and before that for Normanton. And I have found it a great privilege, and we've done some important things to represent individuals in times of difficulty or hardship, but also to make advances in this constituency and in Westminster. Any personal disappointment I have at this result is as nothing compared to the sense of sorrow I have at the result that Labour has achieved across the United Kingdom tonight in Scotland, but also in England and in Wales, and the sense of concern I have about the future. We will now face 5 years where questions will arise about the future of our union, about whether or not we can stay as a member of the European Union and fight for jobs and investment, whether we can make sure we secure our national health service at a time of public spending cuts. And those are real concerns to me and to many people across the United Kingdom. Even on this very difficult night, I would just like to say I've been proud to be a Labour and Cooperative Member of Parliament. And we have always been a party which has been internationalist, because we believe we've solved problems by working with other countries to solve them. We've always been a party which believed in the union because the pooling and sharing of risk which comes from our union underpins justice and fairness. We've always been the party who founded the National Health Service and will do everything we can to secure the future of the National Health Service. Even on this difficult night, I'm sure the Labour Party will emerge in the coming weeks and months more united and more determined. And in the next few years, I think more than ever, we will need in Parliament and across the country a Labour Party absolutely determined to stand up for working people in this constituency and in our country. I am confident Labour will be back. Thank you very much.
Well, he was often described as one of Labour's top bruisers, and a bruising for the bruiser. What a bruising there. Shadow Chancellor Ed Balls has lost the seat of Morley and Outwood by the slimmest of majorities. Congratulating there, you can see his opponent, the new MP for Morley and Outwood, Andrea Jenkins for the Conservatives, lost by 422 votes. So let's just show you the damage